Hello guys, welcome to Livmila Design Hub YouTube channel. If you're new on this channel, you're very much welcomed. I assure you are in the right place. Sit comfortably, subscribe and relax. Turn on the notification buttons to know whenever I post videos because it's done regularly on this channel. And if you're a returning subscriber, God bless you. Thanks for your support. Thanks for always coming around. So today we are going to be talking about accurate body measurement. Yes, accurate body measurement. It is a primary part of garment construction. You know, one thing is once you miss it from this stage, which is the measurement stage, everything will be messed up. Once the measurement is not accurate, no matter your efforts in the cutting and sewing, you're going to see it will not fit in properly the way it should be. So join me as I take you through the process of accurate body measurements to give you a perfect outcome. Let's get started. So the first you would want to consider measuring is the shoulder. From one end of the bone, the shoulder bone to the other. Can you see? You can tell your client to swing their hand a little bit this way for you to feel that bone. Okay, then you will measure this way. Watch closely how I pass the tape. Not this way, okay? Not this way. It must go like this. Okay, so this is the accurate way of measuring a shoulder. Immediately after measuring the shoulder, the next you're supposed to measure is the sleeve length and your round sleeve. Watch what I'm doing. When you get the measurement of your shoulder, you hold down one place, then raise the other one. Make sure it ends at that point. Then from there you measure your sleeve length, your short sleeve, your 3/4 sleeve or long sleeve, depending on what your clients work, depending on the outfit you're working on. Short, elbow, half, 3/4, sorry. Then at this bone is where you measure for long sleeve. Do we understand it? So this is for your short sleeve. And if it's short sleeve, when you get to where it will end, you measure this way. See what I did? You pass the tape right around with one of your finger inside it for ease. If it is ending at the elbow, you do same. But when it's a long sleeve, watch what I'm doing. Even though that is not where it's going to end, but this is the part you're supposed to measure so that the sleeve can pass through easily. Can you see what I did? Yes. You don't measure it at this point. When you do, the client will find it difficult to pass through their hand, especially when the material is not stretchy. Okay, so this is the point you have to measure, and this way. So that is it about the shoulder, the sleeve, and the round sleeve. Yeah, can you see? So now we are going to measure the other measurements. To measure your bust points from that end of your shoulder. Can you see? Watch what I'm going to do. And when you're measuring, stand by the side. Don't stand in front of your client. This is how to measure your bust points, your under bust, and your half length. Okay? But I discover people have difficulty knowing where the half length should be. Watch what I'll do now. You can tell your client to sit, to bend this way. There's always a hole. Like when you bend that way, you notice the body goes in there. What I do is that I use a bias tape or another tape to tie the client this way, just the way I'm doing on the mannequin now. You can tie it this way so that you can accurately measure your half length. Can you see when I teeth? That is where the half length should be. Then watch what I'll do now. I'll measure for the half length. And it must pass from on top of your nipple. It must pass on top. Let it not pass by the side, towards the center, or towards the armpits. This way, no. Okay, so this is how you measure it, and I have here 16.5. You equally measure your back half length. The back half length is always shorter. Watch. From the same point, see my back half length. See what I'm having here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 4 inches shorter than the front neckline. So it's always accurate because of the breasts. The protrusion in the breast in the front caused by the breast. That's why the front half length is always longer. So the next we are measuring is our bust span. Some people call it nipple to nipple. Okay, so that is how to do it. Then when you're done, you're going to measure your round circumference. If it was a human being, I would tell that person to raise their hand, but because I'm working with the mannequin, let me remove it so that I can be more comfortable. Can you see? This is me trying to measure the round bust. It's slippery because it's not a human being. You measure it a bit, not too tight, with one of your finger inside it. See, one of my finger is inside this way. Then this one, the under bust, make it tight. It should be very tight. If it is a bustier and you want it to lift your breast well, you make that part to be tight. You make it very tight and still put one of your finger inside. Then you come to your waist measurement. Can you see? That's your half length, and you measure it. That's called your upper waist, depending on what you're making. Can you see? Then this is called your lower waist. Let me turn it this way so that you can understand what I'm saying. So you are going to measure for the hip. You check out for the biggest part of the client's hip. There's always a part that protruded at the back the most. Can you see what I did now? That is how to measure the hip. Then you push your tape down a little, slightly, to make sure it's going through up and down, not that it will be loose. The next thing we are going to consider now is the hip line. Okay, depending on what you're making, whether it's a skirt, you ask your clients where they put on their skirts. Do they wear it on their tummy, below the tummy, where? So from wherever they wear it, you measure it this way to that most protruded part of the hip. That is how to know your hip line, because it's at the hip line that you place your hip measurement. Like if it was this pants that I'm wearing now, that's where I'm supposed to start from. Then for the full length, you continue that way, depending on where the person is going to wear it. If it's a gown, you will go this way down to where the length should be. Don't go this way. Don't allow your tape to pass this way in the bust area. It should pass on top of the bust like this. If it's an off shoulder, you measure your upper bust. This is called upper bust circumference. Can you see? This way. If it is a turtleneck like what I'm putting on now, if it is a turtleneck, you are meant to measure your round neck. Watch how I'm going to do it. You go around the neck like this. Can you see the placement of the tape with one of your finger placed inside for ease, so that you don't go choking somebody's child? Okay, so this is it. If it is a pant like what I'm putting on and you want to get the crouch, apart from the other method where you have to sit down, this is another way you do it. Can you see? These things are very easy. It's something you just have to practice and boom, you have it. A perfect result. So my beautiful people who've come to the end of this class, if you found it helpful, please give me a thumbs up. Comment, please subscribe to my channel. It won't cost you anything to subscribe. Subscription is 100% free. I don't know, why would you watch a video and not even like? At least like to encourage me Do something for me to know you actually watched from beginning to the end. Say something. Your opinion matters a lot. Please share my video with your friends, with your family, with anybody you deem fit. Send it out to other social media platforms. Let other people come and learn and get value for this knowledge. Thank you once more for watching. Bye.